One.
Baba, Swami, dear brothers and sisters, Sai Ram. We have come to the closing part of this conference. What this presentation will do is try and see how we can capture everything and take back a few things in condensed manner so that you will be able to remember. The presentation is titled Paradoxes and Paradigms. This is the title, Paradoxes and Paradigms. So really speaking, if you really look at it, there's a lot of paradoxes that we live in. And I just want to show you what it means when somebody says paradoxes, as soon as this knows how to move. Okay, now this is look at this box now. You'll see there's round, look at the round white box, round white in black squares. If you look at it, you'll see, you just flicker like this, you'll see some white round has got black. Some has got white. Have you seen? Yeah. But really speaking, all the white round are actually whites. You don't see black there. But it gives you the impression that it is black. This is what is meant by paradox. It's actually there, but you don't really see it. So sometimes you find in life, we continue doing certain things and it becomes part and parcel of our life that we don't see the real thing and we can't change. So what's happening here is that now you can take an idea from this convention. After this convention, brother, the convention is fantastic. The convention is beautiful. So you can take an idea, and from this idea, maybe after this, you will start to improve your behavior. You may even start to pray more. You may even meditate more. But all these are little improvements, little adjustments, little refinement. But you know what is going to happen? Durian, if you eat, how much ever you eat, and you wash your hands, the hand will still smell. So like this, if you go back now and you try, you find that slowly after now, in next week, this will become only a memory. Just as how many conventions have passed by. It is just a passing memory. How to make this integral? How do you remember this experience? You cannot just improve. We cannot just adjust. We cannot just refine. You have to change the whole thing. Changing the whole way in which we look is what is called paradigm shift. Paradigm shift is total, different. What do you mean by paradigm shift? I was thinking, how do you best demonstrate a paradigm shift? And Swami gave one fantastic idea. Look at this. This is a caterpillar. Caterpillar is creepy. Caterpillar is crawly. Caterpillar eats and eats and eats. Caterpillar will bite at everything. It is parasitic. It is not wanting. It is ugly. Then the cells in the caterpillar one day decides, oh, I cannot refine anymore. I cannot adjust anymore. I must now change. And what do I change? I must change. And these science have shown that the cells, it seems, because of the environment, cells because of the biochemical changes, cells because of the physiological changes, at some point decides they go into a cocoon, and in that cocoon, a butterfly comes. So this wonderful, beautiful creature, butterfly, comes out from a caterpillar. Scientists went to the laboratory, picked up the DNA of caterpillar, picked up the DNA of butterfly, checked and found the DNA is the same. This is the most startling factor. You would expect them to be different, but the DNA is the same, but inside the expression is different. The new science is talking about this. It is called epigenetics, in which every human being must come to this change. It is called spontaneous evolution. So change means you say, I will change in 3 years, I will change in 2 years, you will never change. So change must mean that it must be spontaneous. So that individual who was thrown out of the railway station, in the railway station at 4 a.m. in the morning, even he was pondering, why should I be thrown out of the railway station? Why the railway train? Why am I here? I have every right to be in this train, but why did the British throw me out? Shouldn't this particular predicament could stop? And therefore, certain changes, the caterpillar nature of that individual became metamorphosized. He became the butterfly of the Mahatma Gandhi that we saw. This is the change. Everybody changes like this. But the change, he did not go for a transformational program. He did not go for a course. Instantaneous, that vision comes in. Instantaneous. That's why Swami, when you go to Puttaparthi, why you go to, where did you go? Puttaparthi. What did you do? Nothing. Then what time you got up? 4 a.m. And then sat for 3 hours to get inside the hall. And then inside the hall, another 3 hours. And then what did you do? Can you get up? Cannot. Can you turn around? Cannot. Can you get the other side? You cannot. You sat where you sat. And then what happened? He came. So what did you do? Repeat the same thing. When? In the evening. Another 6 hours. 6 plus 6, 12 hours. Sitting down. And then did he come in the evening? He didn't come. And what did you do for the 5 days? Sat. And are you allowed to bring any books? No. What are you allowed? Passport. How long can you read your own passport? Tell me. So, 12 passport you read and you cannot turn here. But Baba, he is doing one of the biggest things. Because this change cannot take place if the mind is too associated. The change cannot take place if you are too preoccupied in your work, if you are too busy in your life, if you are too busy. It cannot happen. You cannot turn here, you cannot turn there. Do you know, all of us have got a map. And you're referring to your map, your associations, your relations. Tomorrow morning I've got work, and then evening I must come back, and then I've got my wife, I've got me in-law. Your whole pattern is already arranged. Your identity in your life is given to you by the internal maps that you have already developed. Therefore, by continuously associating with that map, you will not know, and I will not know who I am, who you are. Therefore, when you go to Puttaparthi, newspaper, nothing. Phone call, nowhere. You don't know. Sometimes, what happens? Sai Ram, brother. What day is it? You don't know. What time? How is your husband? He's at home. How is he? Who cares? Because you are there in Parati, nothing else matters. You are floating in that consciousness. And there when you are sitting, Swami strips everything, cuts everything. There you are floating in that consciousness. Certain realization must come. If that realization doesn't come, you are cheated of this life. It is lost. Old ladies, have you not seen? Bete, son, where are you going? I'm going out. Please read for me this Bhagavad Gita. I cannot read properly. What were you doing when you had eyes? Reply comes, I was busy. That is what I also am now. Therefore, when we have the faculties, we must be able to use it to change. So the shift from the so-called caterpillar to the butterfly is the transformational changes. It is not refinement, mind you. It is paradigm shift. Paradigm shift. If you're going back again after this convention and adjusting your life, you lost it. Because you have to wait for the next 2 conventions. After you'll, oh brother, you convention. What people spoke. Have you seen after Puttaparthi lectures, Swami, what Swami? Oh, your brother, Baba. Ippadi pesinaru, ippadi pesinaru. Ennathu pesinaru. What did he speak about? Oh, your brother, Swami. Oh. Have you not seen these expressions? What did he speak? Usual, seva, dharma, karma, prema. He is telling, but it is not coming into it. You're pressing the accelerator. Oil is spending, smoke is coming, the car is not moving because the gear must be moved. If you don't move the gear, it is a lot of work, running on the spot, but no movement. This is Satya Sai Baba movement. We must move. That is what it is called. So therefore, this is it. Now, if this is the case now, we think, when you want to buy a house, do you not think where to buy the house, how to buy the house. The house should be near the school, primary school. After this, they will go to the secondary school. How much money you have, whether it should be bungalow, whether it should be a single. You think, every time you think. Car, have you not seen people buying car? This one was a real story. For 3 days, he's choosing his color of the car. I'm not sure whether I should have palladium blue or dark black or pure white. Choosing and choosing, 3 days. He telephoned, brother, I'm still not decided. I told him, whatever color you choose for your car, you will not be able to enjoy because you are inside the car. So the point of the story is that the car which you are choosing, you kick the car, you sit in the car, you test the car, go again, and then finally you will choose the next car to buy. So in everything you think. You want to come for this convention, some people, who is coming for this convention? Who are the speakers? 190, is it not a lot of money? Do we need to share the apartment? What kind of food we will get? Is it shared food? Is it too much? Numerous questions. Nowadays we think even if we invite Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba for the convention, our devotees will ask, anybody else coming? We have become so choosy also. So therefore, the point of the story is that, yes. So, therefore, you have to think strategically. That's all. That means you have to think. So now life is going, one day you will go. I also. We are going to go. All of us are going to go. That is why in Yudhishthira, they asked Yudhishthira, these brothers were dead because they drank the water. The Gandharva was there. If you answer these questions, your brothers will be freed. You just ask. Yudhishthira said, what is the most perplexing thing in this world? What is the thing that is most confounding? What is the most paradoxical thing? He replied, most paradoxical thing in life is everybody knows death will come, but nobody is prepared for it. This is the most paradoxical thing. Everybody knows you're going to die. It will happen. Today, tomorrow. Unga gadi on this throat, on this, on this thread. You don't know. I don't know. It's going to happen. That is why in the funeral, everybody becomes philosophical. Have you seen? In the philosophy of, yesterday he was here. That is all life is all about. Life is only this much. That's all. What is the use of gathering wealth and everything is out? Have you not seen, I have listened to all these expressions. The way you think I get all my drama scripts, you go inside and sit down, listen, every script will come inside. And the best script is that when you go to the funeral, when you push the body inside the funeral, see, this is the body. All they put the flower. And as you're going in the car, they're still talking about their body, about life, because the veil of illusion is temporarily opened. You can see a glimpse of reality. Everybody becomes a jnani in the funeral. Which is why all religions don't invite people for religion, for death. You cannot say, did you go for the funeral? They did not invite me. Wedding you can, birthday you can, funeral you don't need invitation card, you just go, make your own, because all the scriptures say, excuse me, one day the coffin that you're surrounding will be inside. You will be inside. I have a bigger problem than most of you. Mine has to be slightly longer. And there will be a few more people waiting to carry and dispose. They don't bury you, because in case you come back. So they burn you up, push you into the fire. And next day, in case that also comes back, ashes are collected within 24 hours. In case from the pot this thing comes out, they don't want, distribute it in the river. No chance to come back, finish, abase. So therefore, this is how vulnerable life is. So you think strategically,